Good morning, boys and girls. How are you doing this morning? I hope you had a very good week, and I hope that you didn't have a complaining week, but a grateful week. I want to talk again about being grateful because I sent you something in the mail to make to help you remember what to be grateful for. I just finished making mine, and it's my grateful flag. Looks like this. You would have gotten all the materials in the mail this week to make your own grateful flag. Can you see what I am grateful for? I'm grateful for a lot of things, and I'm sure that you are too. What kind of things are you grateful for? Can you think of some things right now? Well, what reminds you to be grateful every week? How do you think about being grateful? And do you forget sometimes to be grateful? I know I do. I forget. So I'm going to put my flag up someplace where I can see it every day. I think I might put it in my kitchen window because I do a lot of dishes. You might want to put yours in your room or maybe in your bathroom on the mirror. I might put mine on my bathroom in the mirror too, just so I can remember the things that I'm grateful for. Of course, I'm grateful for more things than what I put on my flag. And this flag will just help me to remember to be grateful for all things. Now, in our lives, we have an opportunity to choose to be grateful or to not be grateful. And you know what? No one can take away our gratitude. So we might be living, like your life might be going really, really well. And so it's easy to be grateful when life is going really, really well. But maybe it's not going so well. And then it's easier to be complaining. But grateful people are joyful people, and we get to choose to be grateful despite what's going on in our lives. I want to read you something from the Bible. A man named Paul wrote this in the book called Philippians. Paul wrote this to a group of people called Philippians, and they lived in Philippi. And they were having some struggles there. They were having a hard time there. And some of what they were having a hard time was being grateful. So Paul writes to them about that, and I'd like to read that to you. So I'm going to put my glasses on. These are my reading glasses. And I'm going to get my very special Bible out. This is my favorite Bible. And I'm going to read this part from Philippians for you. Paul says, I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances may be. I know now how to live when things are difficult, and I know how to live when things are prosperous or good. Yeah. What has he learned in order to be content in either of those things, when he has plenty and when he needs things? Well, he has learned that his life is not measured by what he has, but how grateful he is. So there are times when Paul had plenty, he says, and was grateful in those times. And he says, there are times when I was in need. I was still grateful in those times. Whatever times you're having, you can choose to be grateful. And once you make that choice, nobody can take that away from you. They might take away special privileges, or they might not do things that you want, or there might be things that you want, or you wish were different in your house or in your life, but you can still choose to be grateful. We want to make that choice of being grateful, but it's hard. I don't know if you noticed in what I read about Paul that he said, I had to learn to be content. It didn't just come naturally for him. And it doesn't come naturally for all of us either. So this week, not only do I want you to make your flag, which I think would be very nice, but I want you to remember that you have the choice to be grateful. And if situations aren't good, you still can choose to be grateful. Because grateful people are joyful people. It's not that your situation's always joyful, but that you are grateful first. And out of that gratefulness, joy comes. So let's bow our heads and have a quick prayer before we say goodbye. Dear God, help us to have a grateful heart in all things, in situations where we have lots of fun and joy, and in situations where we don't. We want to be grateful people because grateful people are joyful people. Amen. Amen, boys and girls. I will see you again next week. We'll be talking about something different. So please join me and look for something in the mail this week. Have a great week.